Welcome to Coach's Corner. I'm your host, Sean Anderson, for Ponca City Public Schools. It's our weekly sit down with the coaches of HiSteppers Athletics and the head coach of the national champion HiSteppers. Coach Kristin Smith is our guest. Coach Smith, thank you for being here.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Playoffs this Friday.
Yes, so
extra
exciting.
game. It's so exciting. At home. Mm-hmm. And can you give us kind of a preview of what we're going to see from the Steppers?
Sure. We're really excited to have another game. Of course, it's going to be cold. First time on Friday night that it's been cold all season, but that's okay. We're really excited for the boys, and we're really excited for the game. We're going to dance at halftime. We're redoing the hip hop that we did at homecoming, so it'll be kind of a repeat performance. Usually we do something new every week, but we've got to get moving into basketball and wrestling stuff, and of course into national stuff. So I didn't really have enough time to choreograph something else, so I just let my girls pick what they wanted to do, and of course they picked the hip hop. So
yeah, well, for sure, we want to see everyone at Solon Stadium to support the Wildcats and support your HiSteppers, and you will have an opportunity coming up in a week to support them with the Butter Braids fundraiser. We'll talk about that here in just a moment. Question, as you transition the HiSteppers into performing at basketball and wrestling, how does that change things, or does it, from taking it from the football field into Robson Fieldhouse?
Well, it's just, basically everything's the same. The idea is the same, but I just always have to remind the girls, when we switch to basketball and wrestling, your audience is right up on you. Mm-hmm. And so facials and body projection and things like that become even more important when your audience is right there. So we kind of have to focus in on that just a little bit more than you do on the football field. But everything else is pretty much the same.
Well, I got to tell you, the HiSteppers are constantly preparing. It's something we've talked to Coach Smith about before. They're constantly preparing for nationals. They have that in the back of their minds as they move through the school year. And how's the preparation for nationals going?
It's going well. We already have our military and our palm learned. Hopefully we will preview those in basketball and let the crowd see those in basketball. Serena Cheney, one of my former captains, is actually going to choreograph with me on our high kick. So we're in the process of choreographing that nationals high kick, and then I'll choreograph the hoop. So we should have everything done before Christmas.
Very good. Yeah. That's incredible. Always prepared. It takes a lot of practice, and these HiSteppers are athletes in every sense of the word. They're out there working out all the time and practicing. Well, we mentioned nationals, and it takes a lot of money for the HiSteppers to represent Pohi, represent the state of Oklahoma, not just Ponca City and Pohi, but the state of Oklahoma as they travel to nationals. And that's why fundraisers are extremely important. And Coach Smith, you always find products and things that become traditions. Everybody looks forward to when you're selling.
Right.
The butter braids, oh my goodness, I can only imagine.
They're super good.
Tell me about this fundraiser. It starts next week.
It starts on Monday, and my girls will be selling for 2 weeks. And there are all sorts of butter braids. They come frozen, and so you just keep them frozen until you're ready to bake them. You have to let them rise and then bake them. And there's all sorts of flavors. There's cherry, there's cream cheese, there's also cinnamon rolls too, and sticky buns. So they're just great. They're great, and they will be in time for Christmas. So we'll deliver them before Christmas. So great Christmas morning breakfast.
There we go. If you want to buy those, you can buy those from the HiSteppers. Look for HiStepper parents. And, of course, you'll be able to find more information on the Ponca City Public Schools Facebook page. All right? It'll be out there for sure.
Absolutely.
The Butter Braids fundraiser. Look for that from the HiSteppers. Well, very busy season. Playoffs, depending on how far the Wildcats go. Right. We want the Wildcats to go all the way to the gold ball. Of course, we want that.
Yes.
How do you juggle basketball, wrestling, and playoffs?
Yeah, it's a little crazy. Today was a little crazy in practice. Basically, the hip hop is ready to go, but we still have to put it on the field. We still have to practice with the sound guy out on the field. We also have Panic. They're doing Panic again, and I'm thrilled about that. The All School Talent Show, they're bringing that back after the pandemic. And so we're also practicing for Panic and then basketball and wrestling. So it's just... it's just kind of like a freight train coming at us.
Yeah,
but
right.
yeah, I just have to, really organize and practice and know that we have, 15 minutes for this, we've got 20 minutes for this, and just go from there.
You got to be proud of your HiSteppers and talk about leaders on your squad that constantly not only out there in performing, but in the gym, working out, setting an example for the younger ones. Who would those be?
Oh, yeah. Lexi Huster is my captain, and she's absolutely amazing. She's just a great kid. I had her in class last year in AP language, and she was a wonderful student. She's just an all-around great kid. She's just who you want representing your organization. Kate Brandstetter is one of my lieutenants. She is student council president. She's just involved in all sorts of different things. Also, another great kid. Allison Birch, Megan Malloy, Haley Wagner, Addie Welch. Those are all of my officers. And I just have a great officer line. They're just good girls, and they know what I want and they know what I need, and the other girls look to them.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Well, that is going to do it for this edition of Coach's Corner. We appreciate Coach Smith being here for this edition, and of course, we look forward to having Coach Smith in time and again for Coach's Corner. Coach, thank you very much.
Thank you.
That's going to do it for this edition. Thank you for watching, and Wildcats, remember, hold that line.